Hey everybody, welcome back to my video, or welcome if you're finding this video for the very first time, because this is actually my first time participating in Friday Sews. Now, I usually never get a chance to do this because I work on Fridays and I never pull it together, early enough to pre-film and have it uploaded on Fridays, and by the weekend I always think it's too late and people aren't watching it. But I am actually home on a Friday today, which is quite exciting and unusual. So I thought I'd pull myself together before I have to dive into some other stuff for the day and share with you kind of my Friday sews. Now, if you are visiting for the first time, my name is Jerry. I have a day job. I've blogged for a long time. But, in the last couple of years, I've really veered off of my initial original niche, which was beauty blogging, and I do a lot of sewing nowadays, and I do some crafting. I make videos just on daily life and this and that. So I hope you enjoy the channel, and welcome to my little part of the internet. Friday Sews, for those of you who have been with me and this is new to you, is kind of a way for the sewing community to have a little catch-up weekly. I won't be able to do these weekly, of course, because I usually work on Fridays. But with that being said, we are like a month, just a bit over a month until summer break. And maybe I'll get to do Friday Sews every weekend on Fridays, who knows. But it's a way for the sewing community to catch up, talk about what they've been up to, what plans they have. I usually make one-off sewing videos, but since it's a Friday, let's just try it out. So I've got a few things to show all of you. A work in progress, which has been bugging me for so long because I haven't quite pulled it together, and there's been some unexpected snags in the fitting. I have been working on this French terry dress. Now, I wouldn't call this super thick French terry. It's actually kind of light to medium weight. I am part of the Minerva Makers team, and this is one of my projects. The fabric is courtesy of Minerva. All opinions on my own, and it's my choice to make whatever I would like from such fabric. I, of course, was drawn to the fact that this French terry has animals on it and it's so adorable. However, I think between the fact that this was my first time making a pattern from a sewing magazine that I haven't worked with before in terms of sizing, and then this fabric not having as much stretch probably as what they would have recommended, there's just all kinds of fitting issues. But altogether, this is a bit too small, and I'm trying to salvage it, so at least I can take some pictures of it for the blog post and not have to, I don't even have enough fabric to remake it or anything. So this dress, let me show you what it actually is supposed to look like, is called the Lisa dress. Looks like so. It actually seems pretty easy fitting on the model here. It's got these really cool pockets that fold into the front. I love that. That was a challenge to figure out altogether. But it's from this issue of Make It Sewing Made Simple. It's a magazine I picked up maybe last year or half a year ago. And you download the PDF and you put it together, but my issue with this is that it's too small. It's really slim in the arms, but that's not even a major issue. The hips were not happening. So what I ended up doing, and it seems to be okay for now, it's not fully secured in here yet, I put a godet into the side, just like a little wedge of fabric to give me a bit more room around the hips. But I also need to figure out what I'm going to do for the bottom hem, because I think it's quite short. I was going to do a ruffle on the bottom hem. Sorry, I don't feel like I'm holding it far away enough for you all to see it. There you go, you can kind of see the bottom hem. But I wasn't sure how to finish the edge of the ruffle, so what I might end up doing for ease and just to get this sorted is just to do a bottom hemband, a wider hemband. This does come up quite short on me, and I'm already 5'2", so this is quite a short sweater dress or sweatshirt dress. But I think once that gets sorted, it will be nice. I did have to open up the back neck a little bit, because how they originally intended for you to open it up is way too slim to get my head over it. So I'm not sure what's happening with the sizing of this particular pattern, if it's me, if it's it, but here we go, still a work in progress. So that's this one. Now I've got another work in progress happening, which is something a little different for me. I don't usually sew a lot of accessories, but I've been really feeling it the last while. I just want to move away from garment sewing. So I purchased a book a while ago. It is a Japanese book on how to make pouches and bags. I bought this off of Etsy. If there is still another version or another seller who has this, I will of course put links down below for you. Now the bag in question that I have now cut out and I'm quite enthused to make up is this one. So it's more of a small size bag. It's dual toned. I love that it has that folding closure. It does have a snap, but the way that it's folded, the opening is quite small and it opens to a slightly larger capacity in the bottom. I just thought it was unique and kind of different. It would be nice to, you know, throw your wallet, a few things, sunglasses in there if you're just running off to the grocery store or somewhere not too far. This book is super cute, as you could have seen from the images there. And the fabric that I've started cutting out, so I decided on a denim colored fabric, which is upcycled from a dress I had made, but the dress, I wasn't loving it anymore, so I decided to cut off the skirt panel and reuse the fabric there, and then pair it with this fake fabric. Now the fake fabric comes from a local fabric store. I think they are called Daily Like. I will again put links down below, but this is their cotton Oxford, which is a bit like a cotton canvas fabric, like a lighter weight cotton canvas, but I love the print of the figs, and I think with this being the bottom, it will still kind of go together. And now I just need to figure out the lining inside. I might just do a natural colored lining, so it's easy to see and find stuff inside. But anyways, I think this would be a really cute pairing and make a nice little bag, a casual bag. Now speaking of household projects, I have also started cutting out, or will intend to cut out this fabric. Now this is a cotton linen blend. It is also from a local shop, Spool of Thread, and I think this is going to become a little catch tray, a fabric catch tray. I recently started watching a sewing channel by Minki. She is a pattern designer and a maker. I think she's published a couple of books actually, but she's got a YouTube channel that I recently stumbled upon, and she makes these little pouches and bags and kind of homey accessories, which I think is adorable. And she has a free pattern for a catch tray, which I'm going to, I've altered it a little bit so it fits like my remote control for the TV and this and that, and then I will put it right like in a little niche by the couch, and all of my remotes could go in there. When I purchased this fabric originally with no real intention, I just really liked the print of it, but I think this will make a really good household, you know, item. So thrilled about this one. Haven't cut into it yet. I'm just still altering the pattern. Now let's talk some fabric haul. I don't no, that's a lie. I've been trying not to shop fabric too much and use up what I have, but sometimes when you've got your mind set on something that you really want and you don't have the exact right thing, you know, you want the right thing for the right project, right? Does that ever happen to you? I'm sure it does. I've had in mind that I wanted a summery robe, something you throw on after, you know, the shower, or something you're not quite ready for your, you know, sleeping pajamas to get into bed, but you're not really want to wear any other kind of clothes. Over the years, I've always had the silky-esque polyester, you know, robes, right? The one they sell at La Senza or Levian Halls or something like that. But I was never super pleased with them. You know, they're staticky, they're polyester, and there's a time and a place for polyester, don't get me wrong, but I would really want to try something different. So this was never on my radar up until a couple of months ago, and I've been seeing a few people showing things from double gauze, and it's not a fabric I've worked with before. However, my local fabric store, Dress So, started stocking like a whole rainbow and beyond of colors. So there I went. I placed this order online. They now ship across BC or Canada. I have to double check, but they do some shipping now. And I picked up this one, which is an embroidered double gauze in a dusty lavender. So let me get a little close. Hopefully you can see the embroidery there. So I've got a meter of this stuff, and then I wanted to pair it with this. So this is just regular double gauze in a teal color. Now, regular Jerry would have gone with a blue or a pink or a gray, but didn't really want to keep blending into my pink couch, so I decided to go with this color combo. I think the teal is going to be the body of the robe, and this will be the accent areas, maybe the band around the neck, maybe the sleeves. I haven't quite decided yet, or maybe the other way around. I did pick up a bit more of the teal than I have of this, because this is more expensive, being the fact that it is embroidered double gauze. Again, they've got this in loads of different colors. I don't know if this will be too warm for the summertime. Like, it is still kind of see-through and breezy, so we'll have to just play around and see. But I'm excited to have a non-polyester robe, and that'll be nice for lounging around in the warmer weather. Now, speaking of cover-ups and, you know, summer things, I don't have that much of work left before summer break, but I really do struggle with having something to throw over my shoulders when the weather gets warmer and you want to wear a camisole or something like that. But I don't quite feel with my job that having just the camisole is quite the right kind of look, so I do prefer to throw something on over top, but I don't want it to be heavy, and I don't always want it to be a knit. I've bought those fairly inexpensive lighter weight knit cardigans from fast fashion retailers, and they just really don't last. They bobble, they're not my favorite. They do the job, but they really don't last. And recently I noticed a type of fabric, again I haven't worked with before, but it's called sand wash cotton. So it's kind of like a plain cotton, but it has this quite a rough, I don't want to say rough, a rustic texture to it, which makes it look a bit more casual. But I think if made up in the right thing with the right details, it could definitely work as a throw over. It seems to be fully opaque, or at least most of the colors are. So I picked up two colors. This is again also from Dress So, because their prices are very reasonable. I picked up this, I want to say this is a dusty rose, and this beigey one is called chai, is how they listed that. Chai is not a color I would usually go for. I find I don't wear a lot of beige cream tones. I just am not sure how it would go with my skin tone. Maybe it might wash me out, maybe it might pull strangely one way or the other. But I think between these two, I'll have to figure out how I want to color block them in order to make a cotton woven cardigan, cardicoat, whatever you want to call it. I searched high and low, and I think I'm going to go with the Nino cardigan. This is from the fabric store. It is a free pattern that they offer. They made this out of linen because they are a linen retailer for fabrics, but I do like the cut. I am aware it could look a little pajama-y, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe with the right details it will be fine. And my workplace is not, you know, super dressed up anyways, but I think this will be good to throw over a silky cami or something like that, just to give some coverage and prevent the sunburn, but still be breezy and just look good altogether. So those are my hopes and dreams for the sand wash cotton. It's a fabric I really like the feel and texture of. I think, you know, if you want to make some loungewear, if you want to make like a easy breezy dress, I wouldn't necessarily use this for something fitted. I think it's just, yeah, better suited for those more casual things. All right, wrapping up with 2 more fabrics, and then I've gotta go and get myself some breakfast. I could not resist this designer print when I saw it and it first came out. I actually, quite a long time ago, bought something from this designer, Sarah Watts, in collaboration with, oh, is it Cotton and Steel or Ruby Star Society? Oh, now I can't remember. Does it say on the fabric? No, I'll have to look it up and let you know in the information bar. But this is a Sarah Watts design. And this is from her Pearl collection, P-U-R-L. I believe that is a reference to knitting. I don't knit, but I could not resist the cute animals that are on this print. And it seems like the way that they've put these little stars and sparkles is that for each little icon, you can probably trim around it, cut it into a square, and use that as a patch for quilting, or how I intend to use it, because I only got a 1/2 meter. This stuff is expensive. I plan to use it as labels for the back of my garments, and I think it's just large enough and it's real cute. I think it'll be great. There's a couple that said handmade with lots of love, handmade just for you, made with love, hugs. You know, I think it's just the perfect thing to use as pseudo labels. So I got a little bit of this, and that's how I plan to use that. And then lastly, this caught my eye, and I don't usually sew with this kind of fabric. I want to say this is probably cotton lawn or cotton poplin. Online they just list it as 100% cotton, but don't we just love this print? This is called, I think, Playtime Kumquat, and I believe it's just the name that Dress Sew had given it. There's 2 colorways, but this one really stood out to me. It's quite a lightweight fabric, again, perfect for summer, and I think I'm going to make a shoulder-tied tank top called the Barcelona top by Marije DIY. This is also a free pattern. I'm going to alter a little bit so the front neckline is not quite so low, but I do love the low back, and I think this will be, again, a great thing to wear in the warmer months, but in this playful kumquat pattern. So that is my contribution to this week's Friday Sews. I hope you enjoyed looking into my little crafting, I don't know, my crafting corner for the week. I'll be working on these things for quite a long time. I just happened to have gone to the fabric store recently, so I wanted to show you all those goodies. If you are here for the first time, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've got a channel for sewing. Are you participating in Friday Sews? Sometimes I just put that into the search bar and rank it by date of upload and see, you know, the other people who've put up videos for Friday Sews. So I can't wait to watch yours, and I hope you'll be back again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.